This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus. Another commentary about life, and we're going to talk about patience and not rushing in. Spoken about patience before, but it's always good to give a fresh take on an idea. Reason I'm talking about this is, I guess, been sitting here going through some footage, trying to clear out some hard drive space. Got so many old recordings of stuff like Destiny, Crucible, and Iron Banner that I decided not to use. I was posting these videos for a while, but I decided they'd be better served as background things and not necessarily just straight gameplays. Just because I'm not honestly a straight gameplay channel for the most part. I'll do the live commentary sometimes, but I don't know, I might go back to posting some of the stuff, especially with the latest Iron Banner coming up. I have to discuss this with my homegirl. Want to make sure that it's okay with her to go back and post some stuff. But anyway, so when it comes to playing online multiplayer, it's something I don't do a lot, but I've noticed when I do it, unless the game is completely structured around the idea of being tactical, I'm very much a play the objective, play by the rules type of online multiplayer guy. I could rush in one game, I could sit back in another game if that's what it calls for. It's just like with a game like Destiny, playing Control, you don't necessarily have to sit back. You have to be engaging. You have to be willing to attack points, at least in my mind. You can't sit and defend a point once you got it, but if you don't have that point, you're going to have to try to get to it. And trying to skulk around, to me, being passive, isn't beneficial because you have time limits. And the longer they hold those points and get kills while holding those points, the better they accumulate points, and they can outpoint you by being passive. So you kind of don't want to be passive, at least in my mind, on those things. I know once we play Iron Banner, a lot of people are going to be extra passive and do the whole creeping around, kneeling so they'll get off the radar and things like that, but that's just not me. It's just not in me. So I eat a lot of deaths in these games, in multiplayer games, for doing that, with the exception of games like The Last of Us. Actually, I probably do I do eat deaths, but at least I eat deaths the proper way. It's like I'm trying to outflank, outmaneuver, outthink, and I just happen to run up on someone and lose a fight, or they may be sitting in the back. That's one thing. That's the thing. I'm not a sit in the back and snipe type of person. Somebody who finds a position and just aim down sights and take people. I'm too engaging on game. Like, I'd rather I'll move closer so I can get a better angle on the kill than you, rather than sit there and wait and wait and wait. I don't know. I have to maybe rethink the way I game, but in video games, it's okay not to be patient. Only thing that it costs you is KD. You can lose a match, but at the end of the day, life moves on and things keep going. With life, sometimes it's best to be patient. I mean, I know we want things to move quickly, especially in this world. We're in a very, very impatient world. Everything is now. Instant gratification with all of these different social media sites and things like that. Information that we get is just instantly thrown at us because we can't wait and find out if this is real or not, if it's right. Once something's known, everybody else should know, so we're gonna put it out there, throw it out for everybody in the world to know without fact checking and anything like that. And it's kind of crazy because by rushing to things, you miss out on a lot of details, you miss out on a lot of fine-tuning, you miss out on perfection. And I think a lot of things in life, you need to take your time fine tune, perfect, get as much information as you want. Just like a lot of us do want to be rich and successful, but to be that way, you have to commit yourself to the time that, commit yourself to dedicating time to working on it. You have to understand that it's going to take time for some things to happen. Sometimes it can come really quick, but you have to prepare yourself, with the knowledge that it may not go as fast as you want it to go. Are you prepared to grind and do what you got to do and stay on the course? A lot of people don't have that patience, and that's why a lot of people end up doing things and abandoning them and not really having success. Because that just doesn't work that way. There's some people in some situations where success comes immediately, but just as fast as that success comes, it's just as quick as it can go, because they're possibly not prepared and they don't take the steps necessarily once they gain that success to patiently construct, things in a way where they will be able to survive after that. People don't put it, time and patience are two things that people seem to not really understand these days. People, again, just want now, and just don't. They're just not built. And at least in my opinion, I think a lot of people aren't necessarily built for long-term success because they don't, take the time and patience. Being aggressive is fine. You know what I mean? I actually encourage aggression, but that aggression needs to be tempered, I think. And that's one of the things maybe that's missing, is that you have to have the temperament to know that, I'm going to try. I may fail, but I'm going to keep trying, because sometimes you're not going to get it on the first, or second, or third, or 10th try. But you'll eventually get it right. And it's just going to take a matter of time to figuring out what's the right way. Until then, continue to go after what you want. Do things with that type of measured aggression, and you'll be fine. But hey, a lot of people don't have that within their mind. And I guess that's why a lot of us struggle, who knows, but patience isn't a bad thing. Patience is okay. Just know how to balance it with your aggression is pretty much the theme of this video. It's okay. Sometimes things take time. Doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Just know that when it happens, you'll appreciate it more because you stay dedicated to it by being patient. You know what I mean? Be patient. It's okay to be patient. Anyway, that's my rant for today. As always, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.